We're back in a moment with a couple of working mothers, actually, who must have read this book. This has to do with the Perfect Brownie, I think. I think that's the transition. But first, this is Today on NBC.
I am absolutely convinced that we have found the perfect brownie. Yes, that I have no doubt about.
On Leonard's Look this morning, more evidence that the world will beat a path to a better mousetrap, or in this case, to a perfect brownie.
In a world rich with symbolism, what are children of the 90s to think about mothers of the 90s who spend their days baking goodies and watching soap operas?
When I was a little boy, little boy, little boy.
On the surface, this isn't quite the image that comes to mind when envisioning a tale of two women bound and determined to succeed in the brutal world of big business. But then, hasn't the line between image and reality always been blurred by stereotypes? Well,
do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to my throat? Can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a boat?
in a suburb of Cleveland, Ohio, Ann Port and Lisa Rothstein, 90s women through and through, have found the recipe for modern empowerment in a manner that seems quite old-fashioned. Go ahead and say it, Lisa.
I am absolutely convinced that we have found the perfect brownie. Yes, that I have no doubt about.
Let that thought sink in for a moment. Two liberated ex-sorority sisters on a quest to create a brownie so perfect that people from all over the country would feel compelled to have them shipped to their homes.
It's $24 even.
It all started 7 years ago when Ann and Lisa decided to cash in on the compliments that came with every free serving of their homemade brownies. Of course, it's one thing to serve some up for your friends and neighbors, and quite another to turn them into a livelihood. Don't risk it. Isn't that what some folks said?
A lot of people.
Oh, yeah. Mostly, I would hear the same thing, which was, for every business that tries to go out, almost all of them will fail within a year or two. But I really felt we had something good, and I thought it was worth the try.
At first, they worked out of their apartment kitchens, supplying just a few local grocers and specialty shops. As word of the brownies spread, the increased demand enabled them to finance an outside baking facility. With that good fortune, however, came a classic dilemma. They wanted to have children, and they didn't want to leave them to go to work.
Lisa and I both said if we couldn't have our kids with us, then we wouldn't continue.
So here they are, screeching during sales calls,
It's care of Northeast Reflection.
and adding yet another layer of responsibility to an already busy day at the Creative Brownie Company. But
far from being a nuisance, the two little guys, in fact, have teamed up to create a very inspiring work environment for their mothers. How? Well, for one, as official company DJs, they have great taste in music.
cranking up a rousing jam for a close-knit crew of friends and relatives. Out of the chaos, though, comes a quiet resolve.
Do you think it can be a big success?
Oh, yeah.
How big?
Very big.
With a lot of work ahead, they know how important it is to get their rest in order to make good on those sweet dreams. For today, Mike Leonard, NBC News, Warrensville, Ohio.
And as you can see, we have some samples here from the Creative Brownie Company, and judging from the reaction from our crew and from Miss Vargas, those ladies apparently have a winner. We'll be back with more of Today right after this.